Hello guys and welcome back to episode 17 of Rebuilding the Bridge. I'm Jake and today it's a massive, I know I say this every time probably, but this game is so important against Wolves today. I'll show you our form before this match since the last video and then I'll quickly show you why this match is so important. So I think in the last video I showed you the loss to West Ham. Since then we beat Leicester 2-1, Ross Barkley and Christensen with a goal. We beat Inter Milan 2-0. Mason Mount and Upamecano scoring, which takes us into the next round where we play Real Madrid, who we did beat twice in our group, so hopefully we can use that to beat them. Then we beat Southampton 2-0 in the FA Cup quarter-final, which puts us into the semi-final now. Haaland got both goals. Haaland did also get Premier League Player of the Month, so he's settling in nicely. And now we've got this big Wolves game. Wolves are 6, as you can see. And if we look at the table, currently, Wolves are there on 60 points. We're not worrying about Wolves so much. It's just more because we know they're a good team. But we have a game in hand on Man City and Liverpool, both who have started to drop points. Man City lost this week against Manchester United. If we were to win here, we close the gap on Man City to 2 points and the gap on Liverpool to 5 points. Now, that wouldn't necessarily guarantee that we're going to be back in a title race, but if there's ever a time to win, it's when one of these teams drops points. And today is, I mean, if we look at our Premier League games till the rest of the season, Man City away is our other big one. But this is our biggest Premier League match, I'd say, until then, until one of the last days of the season. So we really need to get a win here today. We've gone for our strongest team. James, Tomori, Upamecano, Emerson and Kepa. We've got Haaland up front, Sancho, Pulisic. Then I'm playing Barkley in the centre attacking midfield position with Mason Mount as the box-to-box midfielder and Kovacic, who is now back from injury, as a deep line playmaker. This video we will just be showing this one game against Wolves, so hopefully if we can come out of this with a win, it will set up quite a nice run until the end of the season and hopefully make for some entertaining content. So if you do enjoy this video, feel free to hit the like button and comment down below if you want to get involved. I don't know at this point if we have reached 20 subscribers yet because I filmed these in advance, but you know, that could be you. If it says 19 subscribers, you could be the one to make it 20. Or if it does now say 20, maybe you could be, 21. So if you are enjoying the content, feel free to hit that button and subscribe for more. So with that being said, let's get straight into the game. So here's the Wolves team. They have been in very good form recently. I mean, I saw in one game they won like 7-0. So they're a dangerous team. They have Campana and Jimenez up front. Campana, I'm not too sure on him. I don't know much about him, but I mean, he's doing pretty well this season, as you can see. Ruben Neves, James Milner in midfield with this Morrow guy. They've got Socrates from Arsenal at the back with an ex-PSG defender in Diallo. Just like in real life, Wolves are a very dangerous team and are quite good at picking up points, and it's going to be hard to beat them here at the Molineux. But hopefully we can perform here and get a massive result. Let's tell the boys to pick up where we left off last time out. A 2-0 win against Southampton. Maybe not the best advice, but, why not? Okay, so we're off now. We've got the 2D dots in extended highlights, and there's already a highlight here after the 2nd minute. And it looks like it's going to be a Wolves attack. With, is that Johnny? J. Otto? Is that meant to be Johnny? I think so. As Wolves win a corner here. Lazari plays it in, and we deal with it quite well. Hopefully we can defend a follow-up here too. And we can. Can Pulisic break for us now? Was it secretly our highlight the whole time? Pulisic has been brilliant recently for us. So I'm hoping he can have a very good effect today. Ross Barkley with a shot. Forces a save early on, and that's what we like to see from our team there. Okay, we're 10 minutes in now. We seem to be dominating the chances, but possession's fairly even. We'll ask for a bit more from everyone. Yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but Reece James and Fikayo Tomori have both signed new deals with us for a bit more money because they weren't being paid enough for what they were doing for our team, so they are being paid a bit more now. And we've got them for a couple of extra years each, both, so not bad business. I mean, if we can't sign players, I'd want to be able to keep the players that I want because we haven't really found anyone that we can just go, yeah, we'll buy him to improve our team. I mean, only Haaland really was the last chance we were able to do that. So when we see players like Reece James and Tomori who are going to be at our team who are going to be key players for our team for a long time, I figured why not sign them on if they want new deals. There's no point making them upset. As Emerson gets a huge goal for us there in the 30th minute, it looks like it's going to be a brilliant one. The dots made it look pretty special at least. It's an assist by Mason Mount. We'll see it here. It started off with Emerson on the left. His ball to Haaland was headed away. Mount came on the inside, played a nice ball over to Emerson, who hit it right into the corner. There was no saving that. It's a brilliant goal from Emerson, his 5th of the season. And that, if we can take that into half-time, still no chances for Wolves. I'll be very happy with that, as the assistant manager tells me Christian Pulisic has made a lot of mistakes today, just after I've bigged him up too. But there's going to be one chance for Wolves as the half ends here. Can we defend it well? Maybe even break on them and get a chance of our own. But it's Johnny on the left side. He's shot, he's hit the post. Kovacic manages to clear it away. But that is a warning for us with Wolves coming close just before half time. We go into the dressing room. I will say I'm happy with that because that is the first chance Wolves have had. That will also boost morale going into the second half. And hopefully we can just keep playing like this and get the win. I mean, really, I shouldn't be playing our strongest team here because in like 3 days we have a game against Real Madrid, but needs must at this point. We need to be getting more wins in the league to just even give ourselves a chance of winning the league, like a glimmer of hope, and we can't drop any points. So it's games like this where we just need to go all out and win. And if they're tired in the Champions League, they're tired in their Champions League. As Emerson makes a foul there early on, and that is that for that highlight. 50 minutes in. Still looking like everything's in favour of us. We haven't created many chances today, though. And it looks like Pulisic is going to have to come on. He's on a 6.2 rating. We will get Callum on. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who, as I'm recording this video today, he's just been diagnosed with coronavirus. So, you know, that's pretty interesting. At least he's fully fit on here. Hopefully he recovers well, though. So, yeah, 20 minutes to go. Jadon Sancho's looking a bit leggy now, so hopefully we can get him off. Yeah, we've got Pedri on the bench. And then I think I'll use my last substitution for Azpilicueta for Emerson, but I'll wait it out a bit more. I don't want Emerson getting injured before that Real Madrid game. Hopefully now, I think it's just going to be a seeing it out job. I don't see us getting another goal. We haven't really showed anything in the second half. But now Wolves do have an opportunity. Unless we can win it back off them, we'll see now. Ruben Neves with the ball in midfield, a very good player. But Pedri intercepts. He's got a brilliant work rate. A brilliant work rate. That was a tongue twister. I've had Pedri for a while now, and whenever he plays, even if he isn't playing particularly well, he's always working hard, and that is a good sign for a player of his age. And he comes close. He wins the ball back in our own half. The chance develops, and then he heads it just over. I think, you know what? Forget what I said about Emerson. We're going to bring on Timo Werner. Because if we get one, Haaland hasn't really done much in this game, and if we get one chance in this match, maybe it'll be a long ball over the top, and that's what Werner can feed off. As Hudson-Odoi takes the ball inside here, finds Ross Barkley, now Pedri on the left, in that inside forward role. He goes past one, past another, hits it hard at Patricio, and Patricio saves. But the highlight hasn't ended here, which gets me worried that maybe Wolves are going to have a chance going into the final minutes. Patricio takes his time and hits a long ball upfield. Ruben Neves on the ball. We know he can hit one, but Kovacic has blocked it. It's out for a corner. And now with only a few minutes left, we're hoping we can hang on. I will say concentrate. This is what I mean. It's easy, when we're hanging on like this, Werner is particularly useful, because if we hit a long ball forward, he can just run on to the end of that. But it looks like that's going to be that. I mean, 15 seconds to go. Is it over? As long as we don't give Wolves the ball, I would hope so. Kovacic to Barkley, back to Kovacic, Pedri, time's up. We've got a 1-0 win away against Wolves. It wasn't pretty, but it doesn't need to be at this stage of the season. So we will say well done to everyone. Emerson gets man of the match. And now we're going into that game against Real Madrid in pretty decent form now. And as we can see from the league table, 2 points behind Man City and 5 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool are starting to slip up in recent games, so you never know. There is a chance for us with 7 games remaining in the league and that Man City match. We want to come at least second, I think, this season. West Ham still doing well to get in 4th. Man United in 7th, and interestingly, Tottenham are in 13th with only 35 points. Now, who is their manager? Valverde, the ex-Barcelona manager? Tottenham are performing very poorly here. I mean, they've still got a pretty decent team, so it's strange to see that Harry Kane is the only one really performing, as well as Son. But yeah, in terms of when we'll bring it back for the next video, I'm thinking, okay, so I'll bring it back. If we make it to the semi-final of the Champions League, I'll show that. If not, I'll show you the Man City game at the end of the season. Hopefully we can make it into hopefully we can make it into the next round of the Champions League, but you never know. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, feel free to hit the like button and comment if you want to get involved down below, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. So thank you for watching. I hope you've had a good time, and goodbye.